a living, Newman?
I'm a United States postal worker.
Aren't those the guys that always go crazy and come back with a gun and shoot everybody?
Sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the mail never stops. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. There's never a let-up. It's relentless. Every day it piles up more and more and more, and you gotta get it out. And the more you get out, the more it keeps coming in. And then the barcode reader breaks, and it's Publishers Clearinghouse Day.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, thank God it's Friday. For you, yes. I work tomorrow. Thank God it's Friday. It's a gorgeous day out here. It is a little hoodie. It's in the mornings I could use a hoodie. Hence the Game Time Brian hoodie. Go get yourself one. This is a cheaper version of what I actually have at the store. This is a cheaper quality hoodie, but of course I give that to myself. But I have some nice hoodies that are on sale now. Get them while they last. Trying to blow out the stock that I have left. I mean, we press them to order, but I do have maybe 20 or so hoodies in various sizes left. That's it. And then we move on to the next chapter of the hoodieverse. But they're quality hoodies, multi-blend. This is kind of cotton. It's kind of cheesy, but I bought this. I had it laying around, so I stuck a DTF on it. But we are getting close, people. But listen, I'm holding my breath, for the next 3 weeks. Holding my breath. Truth be told, I didn't watch much of the Eagles game other than the first half of the first quarter. Eagles looked great. Eagles looked real good last night. Cincinnati scored a touchdown on their first 2 drives with the first unit. Shout out to the Bengals. They're coming out with their first unit. So, again, that just goes to show you when you have a first unit against backups, doesn't matter who, Cincinnati really did what they wanted with the first unit against a lot of Eagle backups. So it was kind of like most of the Eagles backups. I don't think, anybody got hurt. That's a good thing. Again, that's what it's about. Young guys get your reps. Tanner McKee looking locked down. Now you know why they got rid of Kenny Pickett. So hopefully, I don't know for sure, but hopefully everybody got out the game alive without losing. We got a Bilal Cohn. We got Slater at the Chargers. And people are losing people left and right to season-ending injuries. We got good news on CJ Gardner-Johnson it's not a torn ACL. So that's good. ACL is intact. That's a good thing. It always is. So that's, honestly, I'm just trying to get Joe Milton some reps tomorrow night. Vinny, yeah, they're in the bag, brother. Woo! Yes! I'm just trying to get through the next 3 games without having any season-ending injuries. We had some injury scares yesterday. Jaden Blue twisted an ankle, walked away, went to the tent, walked back onto the sideline. No structural. Probably won't play tomorrow night. I don't believe that's a big deal. Again, you want him to play. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I could care less about wins and losses in the preseason. And we'll see. We'll see what the Rams are going to do. I don't expect the Rams to be playing. We know Matt Stafford's not there, so they'll have Jimmy G. Or will they? Maybe. I guess Jimmy G will play. That'll tell you a lot about how the Rams feel about Matt Stafford's availability for the season opener. Supposedly he's dealing with a back issue, a disc. That's not good. It's never good. It's never good. So, Matt Stafford's not long for this league. That may be the ultimate Achilles heel in stopping the Rams this year. It's just Matt Stafford's health. As much as I like Jimmy G, he has done well against the Cowboys. Not saying much. But I don't think he's going to take you to a Super Bowl again. He hasn't won one. So I don't know. We'll see. Rams are good. They're a good football team, but I don't believe the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. So, I don't know. Again, anything can happen, but starts at the top. And if Stafford's already dealing with issues, I don't know. But anyway, Dallas does have 3 banged up players. Jadon Blue, Jake Ferguson got hit in the back. It was a weird hit. Kenneth Murray, the K9, kind of lowered his shoulder and kind of turned and hit him in the lower back, in the small of the back. You know, Jake Ferguson said he'll be okay. Don't know if it was a concussion. You know, it's like when you get hit there in that awkward of a spot and you go right to the ground that hard. He didn't kind of follow through, but still, it was a tough shot in a perfect spot. Almost like a liver shot. So we'll see. It's nothing long term, meaning threat not to play, but it seems like every practice, almost every practice, somebody's going down. They wanted a physical practice, Cowboys and Brian Shawty. They got a physical practice because that's what's going on. It's been physical. Let's get physical. Oh, sorry. And then the last of the 3 was Dakota Shepley. Again, no report on him. He got up also, and it seems like it's okay. It was another scare, a backup offensive lineman. So again, just hold our breath to get through these next 3 weeks, please. So anyway, let's circle forward. Vinny Hagen. Joe DeMasi, I got your liquid gold tumbler. I got your tumbler, brother. Your tumbler is headed your way, my man. Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones met for 4 hours. Now, I don't care what anybody says. That's a good thing. Again, you met for 4 hours. Wasn't like it was 1 hour, then Micah stormed out. This is the play card. This is the only thing Micah has to do. Both parties are at fault, okay? Jerry's at fault because he's 83, or soon to be, 83 years old, and he can't help himself, and he runs his mouth. He's got diarrhea of the mouth, and Jerry would tell you he's entitled to have diarrhea of the mouth because he scraped up $150 million to leverage everything he had to buy the Cowboys. Yeah, let's see. I think I'll go to the bank and see if I can leverage $150 million. Yeah, we'll see. They'll laugh at me. We're not the same, Jerry. Different story. It's a good thing. Maybe I would say they both had a couple shots because this is of Johnny Walker Blue. That is, I would say this is a serious. I think both sides are kind of like cringing at what's going on. Jerry, sometimes his mouth gets the better of him. It just does. I believe Jerry has a good heart, but messing with people's lives the way Jerry does, doing business in the media, ultimately affects the team, Jerry. You may not think it does, but the results say it for themselves, in a Super Bowl era. Yeah, I'm in traffic, everybody. In a Super Bowl era, Dallas Cowboys have underperformed in the postseason, to say the least. Five playoff wins and going on 30 years is unacceptable, right? It's not just Dak Prescott. It's everybody. That's the common thread over this time since 95. The common thread is Jerry Jones. And I do believe it will get better when Jerry's not around anymore. But I refuse to wish upon that. What's going on here? Let's go already. You got your tanker trucks pulling over to the side. Yeah, get off the road. If you're gonna do 40. Sorry. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and be honest. They ain't doing that. So Micah takes some responsibility only in he's the one in the situation. There was other options. He chose to go with David Mulligat's playbook. Say he wants to be traded like Myles Garrett. The deal's going to get done. We all know a deal's going to get done. Of course, we have people coming out and go, 3 first-round picks. The running back Cook, Ed Oliver. Yeah, that sounds good on paper. Of course it does. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But why would a team who doesn't want to pay their own players pay another team's players? Why would Jerry pay Dalvin Cook's brother, I can't think of his first name, put it in the comments, had 18 touchdowns. Now, it's not that much money in the grand scheme. He's asking for $15 million. He ain't getting that. He ain't getting Saquon money. Maybe he'll get 12 or 13. Average per AAV, average annual value. And Ed Oliver, who's going to be nearing a contract. Now, he's not going to get a huge contract. But those 3 first-round picks that you would get from Buffalo will be in the mid to late 20s, right? Now you're getting into second-round graded players unless you package all 3 of them up and your own to get up in the top of the draft to get a guy like an Arch Manning if he so deserves it at the time, right? And usually the teams at the top of the draft don't want to give up that spot. You would have to be proactive in making that move. And Dallas isn't really proactive in anything. Dallas likes to let the leaves fall way too much. And that therein lies the problem. So they both take a little bit of responsibility in this whole mess. I would tell everybody that a deal's getting done. Sorry, this thing, I gotta tighten it. I keep forgetting. A deal is getting done. And everybody just needs to relax and calm down because it's getting done. Now, the fact that they met this early is a great sign, only in the fact that, they know he needs at least 2 weeks to ramp up before the Eagle game. If not, you're going to try and force him in, and that's where injuries happen. It's not a good thing, people. Soft tissues injury happen when you're not fully. Soft tissues injuries can happen at any time, even if you're stretched out like Stretch Armstrong. But especially they're more susceptible when you aren't really ready to let it go full speed, and you go full speed. So again, I would tell everybody. This fucking skank. Let's see what I got here. I'm gonna go right here. I don't know who this person is. I would tell everybody to calm down. A deal will happen. A deal will definitely happen. They met for 4 hours. That's a great, great sign, everybody. That's a great sign. But anyway, that's me. Game time, Brian. I will have a 3 o'clock Eastern lunchtime chat. Or that's the plan anyway. Who's this? That's Maritza, my spot. Really? That's the plan. I would just have everybody hold their breath a little bit that we can get through these next 3 games. As much as we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. Let's just get to the season healthy. Last year was a mess in large part because we were a mash unit. knock on wood, we haven't suffered any major injuries yet, okay? It's not what you want, but nobody's lost for the year. Let's please pray that that happens. I think this team, yes, they're going to have to make some moves. I would love for them to kick the tires on Christian Wilkins. That's an easy one. I would think when they get back to Dallas, they will. Makes too much sense. Whatever. I don't give a shit who he kisses in the locker room. Just stuff the middle. Pause. So, yeah, I mean, we have some concerns, but ultimately, I think we're going to be good. But, all right, everybody, that's me. I'm here. I'll talk to everybody 3 o'clock Eastern. Please hit that bell notification. I don't always set up the stream prior, but trust me, I will be live right around that time. All right, late.
It's time for lunch.
Angelo, it's 10:30.
Right around that corner, there is a sandwich shop. They sell meatball sandwiches. Best I've ever tasted. Would you go get me two? Come on, partner. Two. Thank you. Utah, get me two.